we're live.
Are we live?
Destiny is pouring some shit she got from somewhere for this week's episode of Top Shelf Podcast. Hello, my name's Bieber, and here we have Destiny and B Quarter. All right,
that was a good. That was a good intro. A good Price is Right.
You've been practicing.
Oh, what's going on though?
Hi guys.
What's up, man?
How are you, B?
Man, want that hour back?
Yeah. Listen, farmers, we got to talk.
That shit is not cutting it, man. It ain't helping nothing grow. Not a damn thing. You hear me?
Listen, global warming fucked that up for you, okay?
Right.
We're done. Right. But anyway, this is going to be a special episode because the Grammys was it last night? 2 days ago. Jesus Christ, I don't know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
The Grammys was happened recently. And we're going to do a special Grammy episode. So let's just start from the top. Let's start from the basics and let's talk about the host. Let's talk about Trevor and how many stars do you give Trevor for hosting?
I'm gonna say 1.5.
Out of 5 or out of 10?
I don't know. Either way, he's still in this.
Listen, I didn't even realize he was hosting until after the fact because I was, that night I was rearranging my shoes and shit and clicking back and forth. I was like, damn, is he presenting an award and then I see him again? I said, oh, okay. Shit, they could have brought LL Cool J back for that.
Yeah, I mean, his line was very crispy.
Oh, yeah.
Even that. His hair was on point. The outfit was cool. But, I mean, he was corny, but he was...
very corny.
But you also, I mean, we couldn't have Black Panther up there either. So they had to find a little medium. So I mean, I get it. He didn't do horrible to me. He did what I expected him to do. He was Trevor, but he wasn't Trevor on like 10.
Right.
He wasn't like the Trevor, whatever his show is called, like. That wasn't his shit. That wasn't his show. So he had to, tone it down a little bit for the.
You're right. I give him a 2.5. But it was just, I don't even know what he opened up with. I can't remember what it was, but I just remember myself like, this is some corny shit happening. And I don't even know what it was, but I'm like, this shit is super corny. Like I literally said that. So.
I was sick of hearing that was amazing. That was amazing. I'm like, do you have any other description other than amazing? Because Lord.
Before we go any further, we didn't skip. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, we there in the playlist. Make sure y'all get that on Apple Music, Tidal, and Spotify. All right, that was a small commercial. All
Sorry, I forgot. Anywho, yeah.
It just seemed like they was trying to go for the Grammys was trying to go for making a statement by having him as the host. But the thing is, it's just he's a part of the culture, but he isn't a part of the culture. If that makes any sense, what I'm saying? Like he's very conscious of what's going on, but when it comes to like having your finger on the pulse of the culture and everything that's going on and moving, I don't think that's his 1-2. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where they kind of missed that.
Yeah, but. I mean, hey, props to him, big ups to him for even getting the opportunity. He was up there repping for the black folk at least. So,
right, was cool.
We get those points. So do we want to talk? Winners first, or do we want to go into these damn performances first?
I say let's talk about the awards first.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I was very surprised this year by a lot of winners.
Okay.
But I was also not surprised by some of the winners as well. So, I mean, I feel like the representation was definitely there as far as, Black culture, hip hop, R&B. Like, I feel like the culture was definitely represented across the board
Right.
where it needed to be. And as far as winners were concerned, those winners, they surprised me. And it was a lot of young artists. That also surprised me too. It wasn't a lot of like older artists, like artists that have been out for a long time making good music, yada yada yada. Like a lot of these winners were new. Like,
well, speaking of that, even just to not to jump over the awards portion, but even looking at the performances, like we had what the baby, Lil Baby, like what I'm saying, etc. performing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you ever seen that with the Grammys, like that young caliber.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point because I mean, if we remember coming up watching the Grammys, that shit was long and boring. You know what I'm saying? For so long because it just seems like they just wasn't representing us. Like you'll get one or two performances from us. You know what I'm saying? But to see the baby up there, Lil Baby, like you said, that's like them being able to represent the culture from both ends. It was definitely a good look that night. I have to say that's one of the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Justin Bieber, I feel like was nominated for 1,000,001 things, and I'm like,
for what though?
The Yummy apparently came out in 2020, and I said, well, damn, it must have came out like January fucking 1st, 2020, because I don't remember. I mean, I remember the song, but I'm like, was it really that big to get a Grammy nomination? Come on. But he did win a Grammy he won a damn country Grammy out of all things.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that record even, I don't even really consider that record a country record. Do y'all?
What, Yummy? Yeah. No, it wasn't for that song. It was for a different song.
Oh, okay.
But I was just like, Bieber got a country Grammy, but didn't get a fucking pop Grammy or whatever his genre is considered. Hilarious.
Hey man, a Grammy is a Grammy.
Your boy Thundercat got one.
Where you can get it.
My boy Thundercat did get one. That was pretty fucking dope to see that, man. That was my highlight of the night. Just being.
What was his Grammy for?
Grab one. He grabbed one for what was it? It was a non-traditional
progressive R&B.
Yeah, progressive R&B. Yeah, that's what he got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Thundercat, look at you. Burna Boy got one.
Okay.
That was cool.
Getting to the awards and the nominees. I did have it pulled up on my thing here. But
shout out to Nap, Tiara Thomas. She got one with her.
Okay.
Well, she wrote something on?
Yeah, she co-wrote on that her song.
Shit, I didn't know Anderson .Paak. He got a Grammy for Lockdown, but then he got a Grammy with John Legend because of some writing credits for John Legend's last project.
I saw that. I saw John Legend one too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pulling them up. Pulling them up now.
Nas got best rap album, which shocked the shit out of me. What?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's go.
Let's just hold off on that one.
Yeah.
Let's hold off on that one.
This is what I'm gonna do, right? I want to go to, of course, the categories that represent, us and the culture, and then go through the nominees, and then, of course, obviously the winner, and then let's talk about, the winner of each of these each of these categories.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find. I had a whole list of this pulled up. Hold up. Let's see.
You know what else I noticed? So I was kind of underwhelmed, I guess, because they did the virtual performances, and then they had people like a small group, basically just the nominees, as the audience. And I don't know, I feel like it took away from the award show.
I don't know. I feel like
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I appreciated it more than the BET thing, though. I think it was a little bit more entertaining for me that way than what BET did. But
it was just odd to me because it was like they were, when they won, they got on stage, but it was like it's 10 people in the room. You're accepting your award, and then they had the microphones 6 feet apart, so both of the presenters were like on opposite ends of the stage. I'm like, this is just awkward. Ugh.
The shit remind me of like eviction night on Big Brother. I don't know. Like everybody sitting around and shit. Motherfuckers got to vote and all that. You know, they got to dress up for eviction night and shit, so you can look good if you get put out.
Who, because everybody got a damn mask on. So I'm like, who is that?
Yeah. All right, I got them pulled up now.
Okay.
All right, sorry if I mispronounce some of these names. I know the people of our culture, and some of these I don't know. I'm not afraid to admit that. So, best new artist nominees were Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, K Tronada, and the winner was Megan Thee Stallion for Best New Artist.
Yeah. Which,
I mean, my girl.
She rightfully deserved that one.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, she deserves that one. I think it was cool for D Smoke to be nominated. I mean, that's an accomplishment to be nominated. And to be honest, I don't see too many people go from shows like that he did, and you know what I'm saying, accomplish those types of things. Usually, they just kind of fade away, with the exception of Cardi B.
Yeah.
But I mean, and she didn't even do she was just on Love and Hip Hop, but she didn't even do like a contest, you know what I'm saying, type of show. But the contest type of shows, you usually don't see that from them. So I think it was cool for him to get nominated. Chica, what's your thoughts on the album? I haven't listened to it, Destiny, but
it's amazing. I love it. It's very it's short. It's like 4 or 5 songs, but
is it? I thought it was a whole album.
No, it's just an EP. But it meshes well. It's a very well, like, the songs go together. It's not just 5 just random ass songs she recorded. It's basically a short ass actual album. But I love Chica, and I think she did a damn good job on it, honestly. And hopefully her album is coming, like a full-length album is coming soon, so that next year Grammys, she'll be prepared to win. But I mean, shit, the fact that she was even nominated is, big ups to her. She had a whole Nike sweatsuit on.
Real G shit. That's how you supposed to do it.
Bless her heart.
Be comfortable. That's the times we're living in right now.
Nike sweatsuit, and got somebody to put her name down the leg part, and made a matching mask with like a big ass ruffle on the front. I said, only her. Extra.
I didn't know K Tronada would be considered a new artist.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised they got him as a new artist, because he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Megan Thee Stallion, we can. I mean, I feel like we all can agree on that one. So song of the year, the nominees were Black Parade by Beyonce, The Box, Roddy Ricch, Cardigan, Taylor Swift, Circles, Post Malone.
How? I just understand.
Start now. What? How do you say this? I always make. Yeah. Everything I Want, Billy. Yeah. And If the World Was Ending. JP Sachs and Julia Michaels. And winner was Her, I Can't Breathe. I'm surprised about that one, to be honest.
I was too.
It's not a bad, song or anything. I'm just kind of surprised by it.
Considering the songs that it was up against.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't hit like the other records. You know what I'm saying? Like that, when B did what she did and Post Malone, I didn't see that coming through and being better records than those. You know what I'm saying? Impact wise and all. I mean, it's a cool record, but the best of the year, nah, I can't even see that.
Yeah. We got best progressive R&B album. How you pronounce Janae album? Chilumbo?
Fire.
All right, so that Ungodly Hour, Chloe and Haley, Free Nationals, Fuck Your Feelings, Robert Glasper, and the winner was Thundercat. It Is What It Is.
Yeah,
perfect album title, by the way.
Yeah, I think Thundercat. I mean, each album he's put out, it's just been constantly just showing growth. I think this project in all, he brought in Flying Lotus and a few other people, that he normally, work with, but it was just a little more melodic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know he's great at playing the guitar. The bass. But him being able to actually put together records and still be able to display that talent that he has playing it, I think it was pretty dope to be able to see. And then just him constantly keep being him. He didn't put nothing away. He just constantly kept pushing forward, just what he does in his own little world.
Is this his first Grammy?
Huh?
Is this his first Grammy?
I think this is his first Grammy on his own. I believe he won a Grammy with To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah.
So this is his first one by himself. No, Flying Lotus is. I don't think he's won a Grammy. No. But I'm for sure. I know he got one with Kendrick. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Best rap album. I'm sure this will be good. Black Habits, D Smoke, Alfredo, Freddie Gibbs, and The Alchemist. A Written Testimony, Jay Electronica. What is Royce's album called? The Algorithm. By Royce the 5'9", and the winner was King's Disease, Nas. So here's my thoughts on it, right? Regardless, I'm just happy to see Nas get a Grammy.
Yeah. Is this his first one?
No, this is his very first Grammy.
Okay, well.
Yeah, so. And I did enjoy the album. My favorite out of this list was probably the Freddie Gibbs album. But I was just happy to see Nas get an album. I'm happy for a Hit Boy. Happy for him, because I feel like even though he does a lot, I still feel like he an underdog somehow, some way. Like, he's still, the underdog, and he's definitely in my top, producers in terms of that's like, current right now or whatever. Big, huge fan. I'm almost a stan at this point. So yeah. That's my thoughts on it. I'm just happy to see Nas get a Grammy.
You want to go, Destiny, or you want me to go? Which one?
Go ahead.
You I'm about to say you might need to be the finale.
Go ahead.
It's cool Nas got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they just making up for time about other times he didn't get nominated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, King Disease is cool, but I'm not putting that up against Alfredo. Like, I'm not. You know, I think King Disease kind of ran its course. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come with us into 2021. Like, people are still playing Alfredo. People are still playing Jay Lex, you know, album. I think the only bright spot about this win is Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying? Hit Boy has had a hell of a year. You know what I'm saying? And just to be able to top it off and him giving Nas one of his best albums and then being able to win a Grammy for best rap album, that's my highlight. But to me, that album can't go nowhere near Alfredo or Jay Lex. I mean, you know, it's Nas. I don't mean to sound like that, but it's kind of like, you know, when we think of like rap albums of the year, you know, these albums have events throughout the project. You know what I'm saying? These huge records or just in regards of just the project being a whole, it's just great from top to bottom. And I mean, King Disease was cool, but it wasn't nothing to where I'm going to listen to it over and over and over again. That's where I'm at with it.
I will say, I feel like I keep calling it the Hit Boy effect, but I will say that I feel like Hit Boy, and I mean, it's arguable, but this is my theory. But I feel like Hit Boy, like, positioned Nas to have a easily digestible album for, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people. And I feel like that was the difference kind of for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Nas. I don't feel like Nas went like out of his element, you know what I'm saying, that much. But I feel like Hit Boy got him to like be himself, but still, you know what I'm saying, like make something that everybody could find something on there, you know, that is like, okay, this is cool. Versus previously when he, you know what I'm saying, it would just be like, you know, if you into just bars on bars on bars and, you know what I'm saying, rapidy rap, then
you enjoy Street Decipher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we calling this easy listening Nasir? That's what you basically calling King
Hey,
Disease.
no,
Easy listen.
Yeah.
And we're just happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree. I mean, I wasn't really moved by it, but who the fuck am I?
Boy.
And people complain about Nas has complained in the past, his beats. I mean, I feel like this is definitely one of his better, like, synchronized, like, albums, I guess, or whatever. So, I mean, the production was definitely different for a Nas album.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, it was a little more. It was way more polished than Nasir. You know, now when I put Street Decipher up against Life is Good, I still think Life is Good. I think it's a better album than this. But going back to what we were just saying, it was just an easy listening for people who like Nas and people they listen to Nas, but they don't listen to him like a diehard fan would. You know what I'm saying? So, congrats to him. Congrats to Hit Boy. Alfredo's still the best. All right.
Next, best melodic rap performance. Rockstar, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch. Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake featuring Lil Durk. The Box, Roddy Ricch. Highest in the Room, Travis Scott. And The Windows, Lockdown, Anderson .Paak.
I was shocked with that one.
Yeah.
I love the record. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But those are some heavy ass records that was in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that Drake and Durk record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit. You know, when I seen him beat them out, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, even the Roddy Ricch record, I mean, did pretty well. Even that star record, even though I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm so fucking tired of that song. Like it's just one of them. Like it's in the for me, it's in the category with them songs that they just always like play like a Flow Rider, low, and all. It's in that category for me. So I just
Oh shit.
it's them apple bottom jeans and all that. Like that's
Oh no.
there with you know what I'm saying with those type of radio records. But yeah, those some heavy records. Travis Scott, Highest in the Room, even though it's Travis Scott, I'm kind of surprised to even see that on this list, but whatever.
We haven't heard much from him in a minute. Where the hell
Yeah,
is he?
I'm sure he probably prepping now because
Yeah, he's working on something.
yeah, he has such a big, you know what I'm saying, impact or big album. Like maybe you got to go back in and really go in, you know what I'm saying, to try to top that or compare to it. So yeah, congrats to Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think only reason I can actually see them giving him that record is because of just the times we're living in. Not taking nothing away from the record because it's pretty fucking dope to me. Like I love it. You know, I think that was probably one of the best songs that came out during that time when the protesting and everything was going on. You know, but to see him beat out those other big records, that was huge. It's just I think, damn, like how many Grammys Anderson got? Anderson got, I want to say he has more than 4 now. I want to say, like,
I don't know, man, but he definitely on his way to many more. Best R&B performance: Lightning and Thunder, Janae Aiko featuring John Legend. All I Need, Jacob Collier featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
oh, that's my shit right there. Yeah.
Okay, I need to go back and listen. I'm sure I heard it. Goathead, Brittany Howard, See Me, Emily King, and the winner was Black Parade by Beyonce.
Man, he ain't doing Crush the Buildings like Corrupt that night.
Hey, G, I was shocked as shit to see her and Jay at the fucking Grammys together. That hasn't happened.
You know what? I'm like, you know how it's such a limited attendance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet they was like, okay, we can go to this one because it ain't that many
Ain't
people.
nobody there.
This is once in a lifetime Grammy. Like the Grammys ain't gonna look like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna go back to their regular format. So it's like, okay, we can go to this one. This is a little bit more, you know, exclusive. And Beyonce about to break a record.
Yeah, she broke it.
I think they didn't do enough pub on that, man. That was huge. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge. It's huge. Like I posted between Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got 50 Grammys in the house.
Hey, what the fuck?
One, because Blue got one now.
Yeah, 50 got one. Well, Ivy got one.
Yeah.
Like, and I was also having a discussion like, man, what do Jay-Z and Beyonce do without each other? I mean, what's up from there? Like, where you go? Who you get after Beyonce or who you get after Jay-Z? Like,
your ass was gonna be single forever after that one.
Yeah.
Or you gonna marry down like fucking old girl, Mackenzie Bezos.
Man, damn, did I skip over some of these? Cause I thought it was more.
Ain't gonna give us too much, nigga.
Yeah, I know. Megan Thee Stallion won. Oh, best rap song.
Yeah.
Which was the nominees were The Bigger Picture, Lil Baby, The Box, Roddy Ricch, Laugh Now Cry Later, Drake featuring Lil Durk, Rockstar, again, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch, and the winner was Savage Remix, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce.
You know, I mean, we remember the record. You know what I'm saying? Remember the impact. I mean,
when it came out, when I tell you, my group chats were on fire. Okay, on fucking fire. When that shit came out, dead for a full 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah, so
was it? So what we say? I don't even know if this is going to be the right thing to say.
No.
What we say, I mean, I'm not going to say it.
No, that little twerk. No, had nothing. I think it had a lot to do with the TikTok shit too, because I feel like that song might have been like, I don't know if it was the first to like really push a song to go viral with the dance challenge, or it was like the biggest one, but that's really like the first one that I remember that had a dance challenge to go with it. And it just like, after that, everybody had a dance challenge when they released the song. Like it kind of set the standard. And I think that's what helped make that song so big. Outside of the fact that obviously Beyonce is on it, it's just a matter of like that dance challenge shit. It changed the way people roll their singles out from now on, because now everybody has a damn dance challenge or a TikTok challenge, and those TikTok challenges are like bringing songs back from the damn graveyard.
Mm-hmm. I seen some recently. I didn't dig too deep into it, but Kid Cudi is like basically mad that whatever song it is of his is catching on TikTok. He's not happy about it.
Because he was saying that he was mad that the version on TikTok excludes the lyrics. It's just the hook of the song, and it's not the lyrics. And he's like, "Oh, you know how I feel about my lyrics, and I'm not happy that this version doesn't include my lyrics."
Nigga, they playing the song.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up.
What difference does it make? Like you gonna reap the benefits of it anyway. Like
He mad, talking about y'all know how I feel about my lyrics, and that's important to me. And nobody else gives a fuck about them lyrics. So what difference does it make?
And then my thing is, okay, they're not doing the lyrics on TikTok, but if the person likes the song, they're gonna go to any platform.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like people go look them songs up, go viral like that.
And I think if it wasn't for that damn Silhouette challenge, that this latest Doja Cat single probably wouldn't even been her next single, because it's not a great song, but everybody knows it and everybody loves it now because it's attached to that damn Silhouette challenge. And now she got a whole video and all that shit.
Yeah, that song sucks. They play that shit here in Atlanta, and I'll be like, y'all need to just stop right there when they turn the red light on, man.
Listen, I'm convinced if it wasn't for that challenge, that wouldn't have been her next single, because before that challenge, nobody knew what the fuck song that was or who it was or none of that. But I mean, shit, she did right though. She jumped on that train and y'all put it in the air, she gonna fly that motherfucker.
Yeah. In a real way, as she should have, you go and get to it.
Right.
For real.
Her performance was, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's a good transition. We might as well get to performances now.
I do want to know Taylor Swift winning album of the year again. I'm over it.
Hold on. Let me see who was in that category.
Girl, no.
Album of the year. Okay, we had Janae Aiko, we had Black Pumas, we had Coldplay. Post Malone. I'm almost mad at the nominees.
The nominees, right?
Yeah,
she only won because she wasn't up against no real albums.
But shit, I think even if she was, they would have still gave it to her. Who she was up against? What, Kendrick for what? To Pimp a Butterfly, or was it Damn? It was one of them. And
Kendrick ended up winning for Damn, I thought, didn't he?
No, Kendrick, he's won it for hip hop album of the year, but he's never got album of the year.
Album of the year, okay.
Yeah, I want to say
he won 3 times. 3
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. And no one remembers those albums. But
you know what? Why album of the year should be a rap album? Because rap is the biggest genre. It's making more money than any other genre. So how can a rap album not be album of the year. I don't get it. But in here, honestly, it wasn't even. There's no rap albums
nominated.
I mean, we ain't counting Post Malone,
No.
so there's no other. There's not even a rap album nominated, which is crazy because, to be honest with you, for somebody like, I mean, this may sound far fetched for a lot of people, but for somebody like Lil Baby, whose album, you know what I'm saying, did really, really well. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 3 times platinum now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that should be definitely recognized. You know, even I would respect it, even if, you know what I'm saying, he didn't necessarily be the winner, but it definitely needs to be mentioned for sure.
Right. I mean, because he was all through 2020.
Yeah.
All through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can deny it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, to see somebody like Taylor Swift and others on there, you know, it's crazy. But like you said, though, hip hop is the biggest genre that's selling. And there's no way in hell that it should not be at least one album on album of the year every year. Shouldn't.
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
But on to these performances. Okay. Let's start with Doja because it didn't do it for me. And it was very, like, I feel like I'd seen it before. It was very like the robot fucking laser lights and shit. And I think the Cardi performance was right before Doja Cat, and Cardi had literally damn near had the same shit on.
Yeah.
Like her performance was basically the same thing. So I was kind of disappointed in that. And the song selection, meh, I wasn't.
Hey man, with Doja Cat, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still stuck on whatever other shit she had going on.
Yeah, that too. That kind of left a sour taste in my mouth too. So I was like, she might have redeemed me with a good performance, but the fact that it wasn't that great, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can still stay over there.
Yeah, she a little questionable in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
So,
for sure.
When I seen her come out looking like a lifestyle condom, I just just be honest, man. When I seen she look like a lifestyle condom, man, I said, man, you know what, man? You go on to switch that channel, fam. I'll come back to it again.
Yeah, lifestyle.
Not a lifestyle. Okay, let's do the best performances. I think Lil Baby's was really, 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 really good.
Yeah,
I really liked it. And of course, I like Meg's because although it involved a lot of dance, it really made me nervous. I was like, ooh, this is she's doing a lot of dances now, but she really did good. I was very surprised. She did great with her, the dances and the tap dancers and the costume change and shit. She handled it very well. I was very proud. You guys can go on with your best.
My best one was Silk Sonic. See, that shit was hard. Boy. That to me.
You know what? Yeah, they kept it, you know what I'm saying, simple and straight to the point. Like it just executed it. It wasn't a lot, you know what I'm saying, going on. It just took us back to one of them old school performances. I'm like, look at this. They got Anderson .Paak doing some choreography. Yeah. So that was good. I did enjoy that one. Hey, with the Cardi performance though, there's been rumors going around saying that she's pregnant.
That is exactly what I text my friends. I said, am I tripping or is she pregnant? Because what the fuck is going on?
That's what they've been saying. Because when I watched it, I was like, yeah, she was moving a little. It was a little weird movement, but after they said that, I'm like, okay, that would make sense. I'm like, maybe it's this Iron Man or something. She can't get around in that. But I'm like,
she's naturally stiff. She's a naturally stiff.
It was a little struggle a little bit. So,
but her, like, as soon as she came out, I was like, wait a minute, is that a little belly at the bottom? Because, like, I don't know if it was makeup or what. Because, like, the top, She kind of had a few abs, but I could still tell at the bottom. I was like, that looks like a little pregnancy pudge. And I'm not crazy. I text my friends and it was like, yeah, she does look pregnant. I said, no, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, man. My fiance, she watched the little blog people on YouTube and follow all that stuff. But yeah, that's what they saying. And then I seen it pop up in my email today. Some like I think it's from like the Jasmine brand or something, saying it's Cardi pregnant or something. So if so, I mean that would make sense, but I don't know.
Hope she ain't pregnant because remember the last time when it was time for a rollout and everything.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She had to cancel Coachella, didn't she?
She couldn't go on tour with Bruno either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna see another one of the worst performances. The baby, what the fuck was that, sir? Jonathan Kirk. What was that?
I will say this is what I would say because I didn't see it when you initially said something about it, but I caught the replay of it, and I was like, I don't know, I was on the fence about it. Like in terms of it was one of those things for me where it could be really bad or this could be actually kind of good. It was at the end of the day, it was funny to me, like. With the old people in the back singing and dancing, like that was funny to me. It was definitely entertaining. I don't know. I enjoyed it more than some of the others, though. But yeah, I get it was a little weird though. I appreciate him for putting the violin girl in there. That she I don't got much information on her, but she, I guess, like went viral because she be playing his songs or something. So I respect that portion of it. Yeah, but
he brought Roddy out. I appreciated that. Come on, Roddy, with the Grammy performance. And then he brought out Anthony Hamilton. And at first I was like, what the fuck is this? But then I'm like, okay, they're both from the Carolinas or whatever. So
I didn't even connect that much.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I mean, he could have kept it, but I get it. Whatever. But that fucking glove he had on, sir, take that shit off. Jonathan.
Man, that shit looked like a lost Mountain Dew commercial, man. That's what that shit. Now you old extreme ass commercials for no apparent reason. Like, let's just stick to the product. Like, you could have just done the song, man. Like, it would have been just dope if he could have got a country singer or a country guitarist to come up and play, and he would have rapped. You know what I'm saying? And maybe had a few little different things. But this shit looked like something for Mountain Dew Cold Red. That's what came to my mind.
Not Cold Red.
Motherfucking Mountain Dew Baja Blast with a chalupa or some shit. Like, dog, this shit was just all over the place with me.
It was a bit distracting. I was like, okay, I don't even know what the fuck this nigga's saying because these old ass white ladies behind you in these fucking judge robes. And then he turned around and like was the conductor. I'm like, I don't understand. What is happening right now? Somebody give me a clue.
This motherfucker's like, nigga, just perform. You gotta do all this shit, hand signals for lights and all that, man. Like, dog, I understand you trying to perform, man, but sometimes motherfuckers just be reaching a little too far.
Yeah,
just to be able to make a statement.
And I feel like you feel like it's the Grammys, so it's like now you gotta be all like, okay, now we're talking about it. Now I'm thinking about it, like, like, yeah, you didn't have to do all of that. And with the old people, like, in the back, like, I mean, and if you can go do that, man, go pick up so-and-so from Baptist whatever church.
Right, you choir, okay.
Yeah, like, you went and got, I don't know, the ladies from Sister Act, he went and got, it was just weird. It was very weird. I'm like, I was really thinking about how did he even recruit these people? Like, what was the pitch to them? Like, because I'm sure this is not what they do regularly. So, what was the pitch to them?
Them hands, them gloves, and shit.
And also, I got a question that needs answers. Who the fuck keeps inviting Post Malone to perform and shit? Because
the people who keep listening to his shit.
Yeah, they love Post Malone, man.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, he's performing. Like, come on, fam. Like, we don't need this. We don't need
Listen, the people who keeps listening and buying his shit, he keeps demanding his way into.
Clearly.
Yeah, he keeps demanding his way in.
Clearly. One thing I noticed about the performances, so like on some of them, not all of the performances, but on some of the performances, they actually had like fellow artists like sitting on the stage, like on the sides.
Yeah, exactly. I see.
So I'm like, okay, so some of them are actually live performances, I guess, and then some of them were like recorded in other places. Like, I was confused about the fucking space.
All right, so a friend of mine, I mean, I don't know how true this is, so please nobody don't take this as law, but the whole thing was supposedly pre-recorded, and there was no part of it was live, and so that's what I heard, which would honestly make the most sense for how they were doing it. But I mean, I don't know how true or false that may be. I don't know.
I don't think it was. I think it was live because I remember watching some white boy won an award and he got up there and he started cussing and they like hit, all of a sudden you couldn't hear him talking anymore, so they had to like essentially cut his mic off for that little whatever. So I could tell like at least them accepting the awards on the stage was live, but then I also saw footage of like when Meg won, it had to have been the first Grammy that she won. She wasn't on the stage. She was like, I don't know if she was backstage getting her makeup done or whatever, but they were presenting awards and they presented to her and she was like on Zoom or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so she got that award earlier in the day or earlier in the night when she was getting ready, but that was her first Grammy. So the shit that you saw when she was on the stage, when she had that orange dress on, she had already won a Grammy before that. So I'm like, this is a lot to try and like fucking figure out. Lord, I'm like, okay. And then a lot of the stuff, some of the performances had the like green screen, CGI screen behind or whatever you want to call it. So obviously, that's not live. Those are just, pre-recorded or whatever. But I'm like, nigga. But I know whoever did the country performance, I think that was live because there was people sitting on the side during that performance. I don't know, but I don't know if it was anybody in the audience. So like it was live, but there was nobody sitting there watching it. Honey, I don't know. And then like some of the people who went up there, like I remember when Meg had accepted the award, or it might have been Beyonce accepted her award. There, like you could hear people yelling. So I'm like, well, where the fuck them people at? What is happening? I don't know.
Man, who knows?
Oh goodness. But overall, I mean, I think it was a good show. I liked how they involved like the small businesses who've been impacted by COVID and let them like do some awards presentations and stuff virtually or on site or whatever the case is. I liked how they, incorporated that into the show because obviously this is a show like no other.
Right.
So it's cool to be able to reflect and say, and have that as a part of the show so that you'll always remember, like, these are the types of times that this is what was happening during that time, and this is what, you know, we had to do. And I think moving forward, you know, other award shows could take bits and pieces from what the Grammys did and incorporate that into their shows or whatever. Obviously, majority of the shows are going to be probably back to normal by the summertime. By the time award season comes, when it's hot outside, BET Awards and MTV Awards, all that shit, there's going to be a crowd of people. But they might be able to, you know, at least take some pointers from the Grammys.
Yeah.
If for whatever reason shit spikes back up and niggas get shut back down, you know, we'll see. But I think the Grammys got an opportunity to kind of test it right now because it's still early in the year. And, you know, because the other award shows, because they're mid-year or later in the year, right now it's kind of hard to plan for stuff like that because it's like we hope that things will be back to normal, but we don't know because it's so far out. The Grammys kind of had time to, I mean, they were kind of in a better position because, I mean, shit, we were on lockdown all last year. Shit wasn't opening up. So they knew, okay, March, we're probably going to still be locked down. Like, this is what we need to do. But now, moving forward, people don't know what the fuck is going to happen from day to day. So it's hard to plan for shit like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
But they definitely gave everybody a blueprint, though, like you said. That's, you know, just the whole social distancing and everything, and showing it can be done. Just preparation, and then just the key thing I like you said, the most was just the mindfulness of we're still dealing with things. You know what I'm saying? People are still being affected. So while we are celebrating these artists, you know, it is other people that need to be celebrated and recognized too that was able to push through the pandemic that we're still in. So
yeah, we're definitely still very much in this shit, and yeah, it's been a year. Like literally this week marks a year.
Yeah,
I remember where I was March the fucking 14th through the 17th. I was in Gatlinburg on a cabin trip with my friends, and we got there on a Thursday. And a lot of my friends work in the school district. They're principals and deans and stuff. And so we got there on a Thursday, and like a lot of them got emails that evening like, school's going to be closed tomorrow. And these are deans and principals who aren't going to be there because they done took off work because we in Tennessee. So like that Friday morning was total chaos because everybody's waking up, everybody's on the phone, everybody's on their computer. We don't know what the fuck is going to happen. I didn't never go back to work. I haven't been in my office building since March the 13th of 2020. A lot of they work in school, so they've been back and forth, but a lot of them haven't been back in the building either. So it's like, it's crazy that it's been a whole damn year of this shit. Like that shit flew by. When I tell you it feels like it was last month.
Yeah.
It's been a whole year. And here we are. So, Lord.
Yeah. Any other news or drama? I mean, other than
let's talk about old Kirk Franklin.
We're gonna go over time a little bit today.
Let's talk about old Kirk. First of all, his son is 33 years old and decided he was going to record Kirk going off on him, cussing him out over the phone. And then he was egging his ass on to make him explode even more.
Yeah.
Just to get a reaction out of him.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Listen, let me tell you something. He's 33. That wasn't a parent cussing out his child. Like them's two grown ass men about to fight. First of all. Second of all, like people are really blowing me with this, like, oh, let's not normalize talking to your kids like that. And this, first of all, you would have been mad if Kirk was whooping his ass. So you lucky Kirk was just cussing him out on the phone. And like he has anger problems. And if I talk to my mama like that, I don't give a damn how old I am. The least I gotta worry about is a motherfucking cuss out, okay?
Yeah.
So let's not act like his son, is faultless in all of this.
Right.
He's not. And Kirk Franklin ain't nobody but a nigga who has kids, who happens to sing, and you like his music. Like, he a human just like everybody else. So imagine if you were to talk to your parent like that and they went the fuck off on you. That is Kirk Franklin. He is a parent. And he is a human man. And he's gonna go the hell off, parent or not.
Right.
I mean, if anybody talk to you like that, whether it's your child or anything, you gonna go the hell off. And it'd be different if the son was young. Like, okay, he doesn't know. This nigga 33, you're not about to be talking to me like that. We can fight. What?
Right.
So, yeah, to all the people who are like, oh, that's traumatic and don't normalize talking to your kids like that. And listen, chill, relax, stop it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I just don't fuck with this whole cancel culture. Situation. Like, who are y'all to cancel anybody? First of all, like,
Kirk just in a tiny desk. He's not getting canceled no time soon.
Yeah, but it's fake. It's fake as well, because these people who are talking about canceling Kirk Franklin will be on to the next person here in a couple of days. And Kirk Franklin will be forgot about because there will be some new drama and somebody else canceled. So let's just stop this whole cancel somebody shit. And like you said, Kirk is, he's human. And I seen a meme that said y'all talking about Kirk, cussing out their kids, but y'all pastors cheating on their wives with men. Like, it's just all kinds of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got bigger food, okay?
It's Kirk cussing. Like, who cares if Kirk is cussing? Like, I don't know, man.
And then my thing is, we didn't see all of the video. We didn't. We already know they don't have the best of the relationship. So who knows what his son might have said to be able to trigger that? You know what I'm saying? All we got was when Kurt just started going off, and when I heard him going off, I don't know why Stump popped up in my head, but I was like, that nigga, boy, Stump, he got just, the song Stump just went to a whole nother level for me. I know he's probably ready to stump his ass out.
Had to be, but how can we not expect, any human to get to that point at, at some point? Like, everybody got when they get pushed to, certain levels, and, shit just out the window at that point, or whatever else. Like, Kirk ain't thinking about, oh, I'm a gospel artist. Like, I can't say this. No. Yeah.
Not to even go into church or anything like that, but Black Christians can be some of the most critical, hypocritical people that you come across. Not all of them, but some. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those situations, like, he's human. Like we keep saying, I think that's the overall thing with this. Like, he's human. He got pushed to a place where he probably normally doesn't get pushed to. Yeah. And even if he was to use that language, it's in the privacy of his own home. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we all have ways to where, we talk in public and then we're behind closed doors. We talk a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? But that's us. That's what we do. People are able to do that, So them trying to cancel that man, there's plenty of other shit going on in this world that we could be talking about canceling people, let alone him cussing out a grown ass man and pushed him to a whole nother level that he's not normally being at.
Right. So, we only get a certain number of cancel cards a year, and y'all sure y'all want to use that? Like fucking Kirk Franklin cussing his 33-year-old son out? No. Yeah. Let's save that for some deeper drama, because that is nothing. Hilarious at best, but And then Plies got his ass on social media talking about that wasn't Kirk, that was me.
Ignorant.
That's funny.
A damn fool. Sway done remixed this shit already. I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. The remix is here.
Anything else going on this past week?
Oh man. Yeah, man. I want the whole Anita Baker situation, man. I know,
yeah.
People don't know she's fighting for her masters, and she's kind of taking the same route Dave Chappelle, De La Soul have taken, just telling people don't support the music. How y'all feel about that? Like, to me, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they was like, I don't know how I'm gonna go without being able to play Anita Baker, because Anita Baker is in everybody's, you know what I'm saying, playlist. Like, you gonna hear Anita sometime throughout the week, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I love Anita Baker, but it just seems like we're seeing this is becoming something more and more in regards to just people fighting for their masters and these contracts that just people just constantly we keep seeing, on the back end, to where they're losing out on so much money,
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to be able to see what y'all thought about that. Like, could y'all see yourselves just stop listening to her, or could it be to a point to where you'll still listen to her knowing the fight she's in?
I mean, I would try to be the best supporter I could. You know what I'm saying? I'm a support, as much as I can, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how effective she's actually going to be with telling people to stop, because I know people still just gonna play it anyway. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I could see myself just all the way. But I mean, I definitely will be conscious of it. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. When I hear, one of her songs, it's definitely going to be a thought that, cross my mind for sure. And I might, skip right past it or whatever the case is. But
it happened to me today. That same exact thing, what you just said, happened to me today when I was at work. I had to be mindful of it, nigga. Like, I had to press skip quickly,
It's just sad that I don't know how old is Anita Baker?
Probably in her 60s now.
Yeah, it's just sad that artists at that age that's been in the game this long is still having these types of fights. Like, as much as they have contributed to the culture and to music, and I'm sure as much money as they have made, these labels and stuff like that they have to be in the fight, for these types of situations. Like, she at a point, man, she is super granny status.
Yeah.
Man.
She said that apparently, like, after 30 years, basically they're supposed to give the masters back, and they're not. And that's why she has to fight for them. So I think, one, there needs to be some lobbying going on to change that, to essentially say, like, after 30 years, you have to give the artist, either give them back or give them a chance to buy them back or something like that, as opposed to, oh, you have to give them back, but if you don't give them back, you have to go to, like, there shouldn't even be that kind of avenue for you to essentially have the rights to the masters and be able to keep them in as long as the artist can't, fight for it. You know what I mean? So, 30 years is a long time. And if you motherfuckers haven't profited enough off of my music in 30 years, give it back to me.
Right.
2, I feel like they're also, this is just another example of how important it is to own your masters and to understand the business side of, of music and making music and all of that stuff. So, I don't know what needs to be done. Maybe we could do a fucking Beats and Beers case study or something, but there needs to be some kind of education and real, like, pushing to the forefront about owning your masters and the consequences of not owning your masters. And then on top of that, you know, for artists who've been in the game for a while or whatever, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I've already sold my master, so what can I do now? Like helping them navigate that
Right.
before it's too late, before they get 60 and 70 and they don't have no money, or they don't have the support that they need to fight against these labels and whatever. Like, what can you do now early in your career to gain ownership of your masters? Yeah. If there's anything, because as shit, I don't know. Like early on, is there anything that you can even do to get your masters this early on? Because as far as I know, like most masters are gained like years down the line. Right. Like you might have a chance to get them back after a certain amount of time, but you're damn sure not going to get them back within the first like 10 years probably.
Yeah. And I think her situation doesn't get any better because her ex-husband is in the midst of this too. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe he has some credits on a few of her records. You know, I want to say probably about 10 years ago. I want to say 10 years ago, she was in court in Detroit trying to fight him for that. You know what I'm saying? And it was like in the midst of I want to say, was they divorced already? They might have been divorced already, but just having that element of your ex-husband, people that's not trying to give it up, that's just a real messy situation, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hope in the end it works out for her.
Yeah. I hope it's quick, like Dave's. I hope whatever happens quickly, like Dave Chappelle. Then we can go back to enjoying her music guilt-free. Pay Auntie her coins so I can listen to my music. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Right. Destiny, what else you got?
You know, I think that's pretty much it. The foolery and fuckery, it's kind of been I heard J-Lo and A-Rod broke up, but apparently they didn't. They're working through problems. Other than that,
she just gonna be ultimate Rolling Stone.
Right.
I got nothing other than that. I mean, that's pretty much it.
All right.
All right, we got playlists.
Mm-hmm. Ooh-wee. Go ahead.
All right, I'll kick it off. So I got Smino, Black Swan. In honor of Nas winning, I'll do Car 85 off of that album. Go back to Kendrick's first project, P&P 1.5, that stands for Pussy and Patron. Classic record. I got to go back and listen to it, you know what I'm saying, here and there. Nipsey Hussle, Picture Me Rolling. Then ended it off with a classic with Slum Village, Climax.
All right. I'll go next. I did all my picks are from the nominees from Best Rap Album of the Year. So my first one is Hero by Royce the 5'9", The Never Ending Story by Jay Electronica, The Definition by Nas featuring Brucey B, No Commas D Smoke, and Look at Me by Freddie Gibbs.
All right, my turn. So, Black and White by Nasty C and Ari Lennox. Hot Boys, Missy Elliott. Champagne Jack, Gene Noble, and Only You, the Bad Boy remix.
Okay.
I need it in my life. Also, side note, Trey Songz, stop trending on Twitter for nasty shit. Like, Jesus Christ. Every time I get on Twitter and that nigga is trending, it's something else. And I just... You gotta relax, sir. I know you a nasty nigga. I get it. Okay, I get it. Some people like that. That's fine. But why does it always end up on Twitter? Why does it always end up on social media? You out here spitting in bitches' mouth. I don't want to see that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, is he just going after just trying to be like the nastiest nigga or?
But why? No, I think he's just naturally gross. He's just naturally nasty like that. And okay, people like that. There's plenty of people that like their mouth to be spit in. That's fine. Do that. But stop putting the shit on social. Nobody wants to see that. What? Why? Yeah, he's out here spitting in two bitches' mouth at the same time, and apparently it ended up on social media. And he was trending last week. Yeah. Anyway, those are my 5 songs. Download the playlist.
Yeah, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music,
Amazon Music.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, get the list. Subscribe to the podcast. Yeah, share it with your people, share it with your friends. And yeah, we gave you a little bit of extra today.
We did. Sometimes we'll bless you with a few extra minutes. You're welcome.
But yeah, Top Shelf Podcast episode 14.
14, baby.
Yeah. So we good. It's been real.
It's been real, guys.
Y'all take it easy out there.
Go get on the Peloton, B. I see you drinking your water.
That's the plan.